Okay, so we're heading into St. John's Medical Center, and as you can see, it's pretty spruced up for Christmas. You know, really joyous time of the year. And I gotta tell you, it's a remarkable thing to have the ability to volunteer. It's really it's really that giving, serving, and sharing that really comes back at you tenfold. You know, and when you give it yourself and you share the love and share it with others, and it just comes back at you to infinite power. And I think that's really what we're dealing with here. And we all want to do that. We all want to lead those amazing, magnificent lives, you know, and we have the capacity to do that. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Another thing that I think is really a valuable experience that I went through was that, I don't know, I guess about 2 or 3 years ago, that we all have the ability to, well, not have the ability, but we all have the good, the bad, and most of us unfortunately have had the ugly in our lives. And it was, I guess, when I was just turned 67, I decided that I was going to lose the bad and the ugly and just keep the good. And that's what it entailed. I said, hey, you know what? I'm dumping the bad and I'm dumping the ugly. I'm just keeping the good. And I had a terribly tumultuous relationship with my father. It was awful, you know. And, you know, after I made that decision, that conscious decision, I had nothing but beautiful, wonderful thoughts of the good times that we had. And that's all I think about. I truly have 24/7 of beautiful thoughts and beautiful memories, thinking about first in my life, you know, first French fry, first bite of pizza, you know, first hot dog, first kiss, first love. These are the things that I think about, and all the wonderful experiences I've had. And come on, I got to tell you, I've been to hell and back more than twice. So you know, I understand, you know, what the difference is. And I say to you folks that we all have this ability to do this. I don't care what your circumstances are. It really doesn't matter. I've been up and I've been down. I've been broke and I've had a few bucks, you know. And you know, in fact, I'm coming out with a book in the first quarter of 2014, and the name of the book is "Been There, Done That: Experiences of a Very Blessed Guy." And I am a very blessed guy. I am blessed by beautiful memories, beautiful thoughts, 24/7. Beautiful people coming into my life, angelic people, true angels, you know, disciples of good. And in my own way, I think of myself as a disciple because, you know, I'm all about spreading love and warmth and doing the very best that I can, you know, for the greater good. And I think it's not what I call a phenomenon, but even when you go on Facebook over the last couple, 3 years, I think people are so much more faith-based because, you know, when everything really, you know, goes topsy-turvy and things are just in a very confused state, especially financially, with so many people out of work the last few years, who do we turn to? We turn to Him. I mean, that's what happens. We turn to the ultimate power. You know, we think of God so much more. And if you check all the posts on Facebook, you know, I don't care, you know, whether it's fitness people or you know, captains of industry or, you know, whatever they're into, movie business, entertainment business, you know, you see so many posts that are all about wisdom, faith, dedication. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. And you know, I'm in love with Facebook. You know, it's fantastic. It's a wonderful, wonderful support system. And when you think about all the millions and millions and millions of people that are on Facebook, that if something is going wrong in your life, It is the best support system available. I mean, you even if you put a post up and say, you know, kind of lonely, kind of bummed out, kind of down, you will immediately get so many responses from people who say, you know, hang in there, you know, how can I help, and just giving of themselves, you know, and it's just a miraculously beautiful thing, and it's from God. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. That what I like to say is that you know, Facebook is the ultimate support system. You know, Facebook is the ultimate feel-good connection with so many other people. And there's not one thing that you could be going through. I don't care if it's the most serious things, you know, whether it's, you know, rape, molestation, family strife, whatever it is, there's somebody on Facebook that's been through it. And that is the most amazing thing. And everyone is willing to share. Everybody wants to share. Everybody wants to help. I mean, how cool is that? It's like it's something that's beyond description, you know? And a few years ago, when I learned how to totally accept, my life did a turnaround like you wouldn't believe. It's that the hardest thing to do for me was to accept the wonderful things that were happening to me, the wonderful people that I was meeting, and you question whether you're deserving. You know, whether do I deserve this stuff happening to me? It's hard to comprehend. But you know, once you master that fundamental belief that yes, you are deserving because you lead an exemplary life, you know, and inside, I know, you know, intrinsically that I'm a really good person, and I have no problem saying that. I'm a really good person, and what happens is extrinsically, it emanates from you. You get the glow, and when you get the glow, you attract the same type of people, and that's the most amazing thing. You know, it's that energy you put out. It's action and reaction. Those are the kind of people you attract. And in a circle, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger until all of a sudden you have an abundance of friends and colleagues that are of the same ilk, the same beliefs, feel the same way you do about stuff. And it's all, you know, to help your fellow man or woman. You know, that's what it's all about. And particularly now, I mean, let's face it, we are a global society, a global economy. You know, a lot of the jobs have been lost. They're never coming back. You know, they're gone. They're gone. They're not going to be here anymore. So what happens is the global aspect of our daily lives becomes even more important. You know, maybe we learn how to speak a second or a third language, or at least a few words in it. Maybe we understand that the internet and you know, businesses that are operated on the internet, they become so much more viable because, you know, let's be honest about it. You know, why are we going to go out and hire an attorney to do some stuff for us and pay them $500 an hour when we could go to India, you know, via your phone or on Facebook or whatever, you know, and get the same services from a real knowledgeable person who speaks perfect English for $25 an hour. I mean, you know, that's what our world is coming to now. So we have to realize that, you know, and it's all part of realizing that we're totally a global society. But the bottom line is that we need to reach out to our brothers and sisters, you know, around the world, and we need to have that positive energy of peace and love emanating from all of us, because, you know, it's like I like to think of it as that if everyone on this earth has a feeling of peace and love and wanting to help their fellow man, we become the brightest star in the universe. We become the brightest star in the universe as one. And that's what it's all about. It's all about becoming one. And it's food for thought, and it has no calories. So think about this stuff. You know, think about doing some volunteering. Think about seeing what you can do for your neighbor or your kid's school or any number of things. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that could be done. You know, because when you want to leave this earth, when you get called to leave this earth, you want to leave it with a fantastic track record of giving, serving, and sharing.